Hey beautiful Libra souls. Imagine waking up one morning in June to discover a hidden truth that completely shifts your perspective, not just on your relationships, but on your entire sense of self-worth and balance. Sounds powerful, right? Well, that's exactly what the cosmos is preparing for you this month. June isn't just another page on the calendar, it's a transformational portal specially tailored for Libra's ruling planet, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and values. But here's the twist: this isn't about superficial charm or smooth social vibes. It's about diving deep into the parts of yourself you may have been avoiding, those subtle fears around being truly seen, standing your ground, and owning your authentic voice. As someone who's spent years studying the subtle dance of the stars and the psyche, I can tell you that this hidden truth is like a key. Once turned, it unlocks profound personal growth. Yes, it might feel uncomfortable, even unsettling, but that discomfort is the birthplace of your next-level peace and empowerment. If you want to navigate this cosmic shift with clarity and calm, you're in the right place. Welcome to Zen Mind Peaceful Life, the channel where astrology meets mindful living and personal transformation. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, so you never miss your monthly soul forecast. And if you're ready to uncover what June holds for you as a Libra, smash that like button and stay with me till the end, because the practical tips I'm sharing will help you embrace this life-changing energy fully. June is knocking on your door, Libra, and with it comes an energy unlike any other month. It's as if the universe is gently pulling back the curtains on a hidden truth that's been quietly shaping your inner world for months, maybe years. This isn't just about knowing your horoscope or hearing another vague prediction. No, it's something much deeper, something that has the power to redefine how you see yourself, your relationships, and your very sense of balance. For Libras, June carries a cosmic message intertwined with your ruling planet, Venus. Venus is the divine orchestrator of love, beauty, and values, the part of the cosmos that governs what we cherish and how we connect. This month, Venus isn't just shining, it's sending you a coded message, inviting you to dive beneath the surface. Think of it like an invitation to a secret garden within your psyche, where long-buried feelings about worth, harmony, and authenticity are waiting to bloom. You might be used to Venus bringing charm and smooth social energy, but June flips the script. Instead of glossing over tension, it asks you to confront it. This is a time to stop smoothing over discomfort and start listening to what your heart has been trying to tell you all along. What's fascinating here is how these celestial movements mirror our psychology. When Venus nudges Libra this month, it's not random, it's tapping into your subconscious, the part of your mind that holds beliefs and patterns about relationships and self-value that you might not even realize. Maybe you've been the classic Libra, striving for peace and balance by avoiding conflict, saying yes when you wanted to say no, or bending your truth to keep others happy. If that sounds familiar, June might bring those patterns into the spotlight. This is not to scare you but to empower you, because awareness is the first step toward transformation. Imagine a Libra named Sarah. For years, Sarah thrived on keeping everyone around her happy. At work, she accepted extra tasks she didn't have time for. In her relationship, she rarely spoke up when something bothered her. She believed harmony meant sacrifice. But this June, Sarah found herself feeling restless, even anxious, as if something inside her was urging her to break free from the people-pleasing mold. One evening, during a quiet moment of reflection, she journaled about her needs and realized she had been denying herself boundaries for far too long. This simple act of writing sparked a revelation, one that allowed her to start saying no kindly but firmly. It was uncomfortable at first, but with each boundary she set, her sense of peace deepened. This story is a microcosm of what June holds for many Libras. The hidden truth here is that true balance doesn't mean avoiding discomfort. It means embracing your authentic self, even if it shakes up your world temporarily. The psychological insight beneath this is profound. People-pleasing often stems from fears of rejection or abandonment. When you finally face those fears and honor your needs, you reclaim your power. Venus in June is inviting you to make that leap. Beyond relationships, this month also shifts the spotlight onto your daily routines and personal well-being. Libra's 6th house, the area of the chart associated with health, habits, and service, gains extra attention. This means that the hidden truth might not just be about others, but about how you treat yourself. Maybe you've been neglecting your health, pushing through stress, or ignoring signs that your body and mind need rest. It's a gentle but firm reminder from the cosmos that self-care isn't indulgent. It's essential. Like a gardener tending to delicate flowers, you need to nurture yourself with the same kindness and attention you give to those around you. Practical wisdom for this phase is to create small, mindful rituals that ground you daily. It could be as simple as a 5-minute morning meditation focusing on gratitude, or an evening ritual where you unplug from screens and check in with your body. This isn't about adding more to your to-do list, but about integrating moments of calm into your flow. Many Libras, when caught up in external demands, forget that internal peace is the foundation for all other harmony. By tuning into your rhythms and honoring your needs, you open the door for that hidden truth to unfold more gently. As June deepens, the dance of relationships becomes even more complex. Libras, ruled by Venus, naturally crave connection and fairness, but this month brings an unusual twist. Some bonds will reveal layers that have been hidden or ignored. This might feel unsettling, especially if you've been comfortable maintaining surface-level peace. The cosmos is encouraging you to move beyond the facade and truly see the dynamics at play. Take the example of James, a Libra who thought his friendship with a longtime buddy was rock solid. Yet, a casual conversation one afternoon sparked unexpected feelings of doubt and hurt. His friend's words, previously brushed aside, suddenly felt heavier, revealing an imbalance that James had avoided acknowledging. Rather than retreating into denial, James chose to express his feelings honestly. The result wasn't perfect harmony overnight, but a deeper, more authentic connection began to take shape. This kind of relational honesty is exactly what June asks of Libras. The hidden truth may involve vulnerability and discomfort, but it ultimately leads to richer, more meaningful bonds. From a psychological perspective, these moments are about breaking free from codependency or conflict avoidance. Libras often seek peace by suppressing their own needs or emotions, which can lead to resentment or confusion. This month, the universe is nudging you to practice courageous communication, speaking your truth with kindness but firmness. This practice not only liberates you but also invites others to show up more honestly. Adding another layer to June's cosmic drama is Mercury's influence on communication. Mercury governs how we think, speak, and connect, and this month its positioning will encourage conversations that unearth hidden feelings and truths. You might find yourself receiving messages, texts, emails, or even chance encounters that bring clarity or push you to reflect deeply. The key here is to stay open and mindful, rather than rushing to respond or dismiss. The hidden truth often emerges through dialogue, but it requires patience and self-awareness to truly integrate. Consider this scenario: Lisa, a Libra who had been avoiding a difficult talk with a family member, suddenly found herself in a situation where that conversation became unavoidable. Instead of retreating or reacting defensively, she took a breath and approached the dialogue with curiosity and empathy. This shift in attitude transformed what could have been a conflict into a moment of healing. This is the kind of communication growth June wants for you, using your natural diplomacy not to gloss over issues, but to deepen understanding and connection. Finally, there is a call this month for you to move beyond Libra's classic desire for balance as simply peace at any cost. True balance means embracing your full self, shadows and all. It means accepting that discomfort is sometimes the gateway to growth. In fact, the parts of yourself you might have hidden or denied, perhaps your fears of rejection, your indecisiveness, or your hesitation to take up space, are the very keys to your next evolution. You might notice moments where you feel pulled between staying safe in old patterns and stepping into a more authentic but uncertain path. These moments are precious. They're where your true power lies. This June, instead of running from discomfort, lean into it with kindness. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that growth isn't linear. It's messy, beautiful, and uniquely yours. In your day-to-day life, this might mean starting small, setting a boundary with a friend, choosing to speak up in a meeting, or taking time to prioritize your mental health. These acts might seem minor, but they create ripples that transform your entire energetic field. There's so much more unfolding in this cosmic story for Libra this June, from financial awakenings to spiritual insights that weave together in a tapestry of transformation. Stay with me, because next we'll explore how these hidden truths extend beyond personal life and touch the practical, everyday realities of career and money, areas where Libra's sense of worth and balance also demand renewal. As June continues to unfold, Libra's world begins to shift in ways that are both subtle and profound. The hidden truths that started to surface earlier now ripple through everyday life, pushing you to reconsider not just who you are in relationships, but how you show up for yourself every single day. The cosmos is calling you to pay attention to the patterns that have been quietly influencing your communication, your finances, and even your sense of self-worth, often without you fully realizing it. Communication takes center stage now, and with Mercury's powerful influence in the skies, Libras might find themselves in conversations that open doors to long-buried emotions and unresolved issues. This isn't just about small talk or casual exchanges. It's the kind of dialogue that can feel like a mirror, reflecting parts of yourself you may have been avoiding. Imagine a Libra named Alex, who always prided themselves on being the peacemaker in their family. During a seemingly routine family dinner, a comment from a sibling unexpectedly triggers a cascade of feelings that Alex had pushed down for years. Instead of retreating, Alex listens carefully, allowing themselves to acknowledge the hurt and confusion beneath the surface. Later, in a journal, Alex writes down these feelings and what they've learned about their own needs for honesty and respect. This process is transformative because it combines the external event with internal reflection, which is a powerful formula for change. For Libras, the challenge is to embrace vulnerability in communication, not as a weakness, but as a pathway to greater authenticity. The psychological layers here touch on themes of emotional regulation and assertiveness, skills that can feel daunting but are essential for deeper connection. If you find yourself in similar situations, try carving out time after intense conversations to journal or meditate. This helps you process emotions rather than suppress them, and it strengthens your inner clarity. Alongside communication, financial clarity emerges as a vital theme this month. The universe seems to be shining a light on hidden financial habits and opportunities, encouraging you to take stock of your resources with fresh eyes. Libra, known for its love of balance and fairness, might have been avoiding some tough questions about money, whether that means facing debts, reevaluating spending patterns, or recognizing when you've been undervaluing your worth in professional settings. Consider Jenna, a Libra freelancer who had always struggled with pricing her services fairly. She found herself constantly saying yes to lower-paying gigs just to avoid confrontation or rejection. June's energy pushed Jenna to take a hard look at her finances and her boundaries around work. She began tracking her income and expenses with more discipline, and after some honest reflection, she drafted a new pricing structure that truly reflected her skills and time. It wasn't easy to raise her rates at first. There was a lingering fear that clients might walk away. But instead, she attracted clients who valued her work more deeply, and her confidence soared. This kind of financial awakening is not just about dollars and cents, it's deeply tied to self-worth and respect. When you honor your value in tangible ways, whether it's setting clearer boundaries or asking for what you deserve, you reinforce your sense of inner balance. Practical steps like budgeting, financial journaling, or consulting with a financial advisor can make this process less overwhelming. Even simple shifts, such as refusing to work for free or negotiating pay, can create profound ripple effects in your confidence and peace of mind. The theme of communication and finances dovetails naturally with the broader call for Libras to listen to their inner voice more attentively. Intuition is a quiet but powerful guide, and June's celestial patterns encourage you to develop this inner wisdom. This isn't about mystical guessing games, but tuning into subtle signals your body and mind send you every day. Maybe you notice a tightness in your chest when someone asks a favor, or a flutter of excitement when you consider a new opportunity. These intuitive nudges are your inner compass. Samantha, a Libra who had always doubted her gut feelings, decided to start a simple practice this June. Every morning she spent 5 minutes in silence, focusing on her breath and asking herself what felt true in that moment. Over weeks, she began noticing patterns. She realized that many times she had overridden her own needs to please others, leading to stress and resentment. With this awareness, Samantha gradually learned to trust herself more, saying no to requests that drained her and yes to things that sparked joy. If you resonate with this, consider creating a daily pause practice of mindfulness or meditation. This doesn't need to be complicated. Even a brief moment to check in with yourself can strengthen your connection to your intuition. Over time, this quiet inner voice becomes clearer and more confident, helping you navigate the challenges and opportunities June presents with greater ease. Amid all this inner work, there's a crucial lesson about the nature of Libra's quest for harmony. Often, Libras are taught to seek peace at all costs, to keep things smooth, avoid rocking the boat, and maintain fairness in every interaction. But this month, the cosmos is challenging that idea, revealing that true harmony is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of authenticity. Take Michael, a Libra manager who had always avoided difficult conversations with his team to keep morale high. Over time, this avoidance led to misunderstandings and frustration that simmered under the surface. June's energy encouraged Michael to try something different. In a team meeting, he chose to address a tough issue openly and invited honest feedback. The conversation was uncomfortable at moments, but it also cleared the air and built a foundation for more genuine collaboration. This shift from surface-level peace to real authenticity is a game-changer. Psychologically, it means embracing discomfort as part of growth and recognizing that healthy tension can strengthen relationships rather than weaken them. For viewers watching, a practical takeaway is to practice speaking your truth with kindness but without apology. Start small, perhaps expressing a preference, stating a boundary, or sharing a feeling you've been holding back. Notice how this changes your internal sense of peace, even if it stirs external ripples. Finally, as you navigate this complex dance of communication, finances, intuition, and authenticity, remember that solitude and reflection are your allies. In a world that constantly demands your attention, taking time for yourself can feel like a radical act. Yet, it is in these quiet moments that the hidden truths reveal themselves most clearly. Imagine Maya, a Libra who felt overwhelmed by social obligations and endless decisions. She committed to one evening a week of complete solitude, no phone, no social plans, just time with herself. In this space, Maya found clarity, creativity, and a deep sense of calm she hadn't felt in years. This practice didn't solve all her problems instantly, but it gave her the mental and emotional bandwidth to face challenges with renewed strength. If you're inspired by Maya's story, consider carving out your own peaceful pause. It could be a walk in nature, a bath with candles, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea. These rituals help anchor you, allowing the insights and transformations June brings to take root more naturally. As this journey continues, keep in mind that you are not alone. Libras everywhere are walking this path of awakening and growth. By embracing the hidden truths of June through honest communication, financial empowerment, intuitive listening, courageous authenticity, and sacred solitude, you are stepping into a more peaceful, balanced, and empowered version of yourself. And the journey doesn't stop here. There's more cosmic wisdom to uncover in the coming days. including how these revelations will ripple into your friendships, career, and spiritual life. So stay tuned, because the next chapter promises even deeper insights and practical guidance to help you navigate this transformative month with grace and confidence. As the month of June progresses, Libra's cosmic journey unfolds like an intricate dance between the stars and the soul, guiding you toward a fuller understanding of your friendships, career, and inner values. This is a time when the usual social rhythms you're so accustomed to may feel different, like the music has subtly changed, inviting you to listen more closely to the underlying beats and melodies of your connections. You might notice that certain friendships, ones you once took for granted, begin to reveal unexpected layers. Imagine a Libra named Rachel, who has always been the social glue in her group, the peacemaker who keeps everyone connected. One afternoon, a casual chat with a close friend suddenly brings to light feelings of imbalance and unspoken expectations. Rachel had always assumed the friendship was equal, but now she sees moments where she's been giving more than she's receiving. Instead of brushing these feelings aside, Rachel chooses to have a heartfelt conversation. It's not easy. It stirs discomfort and fear of losing the bond. Yet, by speaking honestly, she creates space for her friend to acknowledge their own struggles, leading to a new, more authentic dynamic. This experience is a perfect example of how June asks Libras to reassess their social circles, not to cut ties hastily, but to deepen understanding and ensure that the give and take feels fair and nourishing. It's a call to trust your emotional intelligence, that quiet inner radar that senses when relationships need recalibration. If you find yourself in similar situations, try setting aside time for meaningful conversations rather than letting frustrations simmer beneath the surface. Honesty wrapped in kindness can pave the way for healing and growth, and it honors Libra's core value of fairness in a profound way. Turning to career, June offers a spotlight on your professional life, but in a way that challenges old assumptions. Libras might feel a tug between the comfort of routine and the urge to break free and explore new paths. There's an opportunity here to gain clarity about what truly fulfills you beyond status or paycheck. Consider the story of Marcus, a Libra working in a corporate job that pays well but leaves him feeling drained and disconnected. Over time, Marcus began noticing a persistent restlessness, a whisper that something more meaningful was calling him. June's cosmic energy amplified this inner voice, leading Marcus to experiment with side projects aligned with his passions. With each step, his confidence grew, and eventually, he made the brave decision to transition into a more creative field, one that honored both his talents and his values. The psychological undercurrent of this shift is about authenticity and courage. It takes vulnerability to leave the familiar and uncertain security of a known career, but doing so can be a powerful act of self-respect. For Libras watching this, it might mean reflecting on what parts of your work bring genuine joy and which feel like obligations or masks you wear for others' approval. You might try journaling about your ideal workday or discussing your aspirations with trusted mentors or friends. Small actions can accumulate into a clear sense of direction, even if the full path isn't immediately visible. In the same vein, your self-worth is undergoing a quiet but profound revolution. Libras are naturally attuned to others' feelings and opinions, sometimes at the expense of their own needs. This month, the stars encourage you to recalibrate that balance, to give your own worth the recognition it deserves. Think of Emma, a Libra who always sought validation through external achievements and praise. Despite her successes, she often felt hollow and anxious. When she began a daily practice of affirmations focused on self-love and boundaries, her mindset shifted. She realized that true worth isn't something to be earned or measured by others, but is an intrinsic part of who she is. This inner acknowledgement empowered Emma to make choices aligned with her values rather than others' expectations. For viewers feeling the weight of self-doubt, this can be a gentle reminder to practice self-compassion. Try looking into mirror work, looking yourself in the eyes and speaking kind, affirming words. It might feel awkward at first, but over time, it rewires your brain to recognize and honor your inherent value. Surrounding yourself with supportive people who affirm your worth can also be transformative, as can professional counseling or coaching if needed. Astrological compatibility also plays a fascinating role this June, especially as Libra navigates shifting relational dynamics. Certain zodiac signs might either amplify clarity or bring confusion, making it essential to tune into who truly supports your growth. Imagine Zoe, a Libra who has always been drawn to the fiery passion of Aries but lately feels that their impulsive energy clashes with her desire for harmony. Conversely, she finds renewed warmth and stability in her connection with a grounded Capricorn friend. This contrast helps Zoe discern which relationships nurture her authentic self and which might need reconsideration or redefinition. Astrology here serves as a mirror, helping you understand not just who you attract, but who truly aligns with your evolving values and energy. You might observe patterns in your interactions this month. Perhaps certain signs bring you peace, while others stir unresolved feelings. Paying attention to these energetic cues can guide you in cultivating relationships that uplift and inspire you. Amidst all these external and internal shifts, there's a profound power in solitude. Libra, often energized by social harmony, may initially resist the idea of stepping back into quiet reflection. Yet, June reveals that alone time is not loneliness but a sacred space for healing and insight. Take the example of Daniel, a Libra who used to fill every moment with social engagements to avoid discomfort or silence. This month, he began scheduling quiet dates with himself, a walk in the park, an afternoon of reading, or simply sitting with his thoughts. These pauses became fertile ground for breakthroughs, moments when hidden truths surfaced gently, allowing Daniel to approach life's challenges with renewed clarity. For anyone watching, incorporating solitude need not be daunting. Start with brief moments, 5 to 10 minutes daily, where you turn off distractions and check in with your feelings. You might journal, meditate, or just breathe deeply. Over time, this habit cultivates a calm mind and strengthens your intuition, making it easier to navigate the complexities of June's energy. The journey through June's cosmic landscape for Libra is rich and layered. It challenges you to reassess your social connections with honesty, explore new career possibilities with courage, embrace your inherent worth with compassion, recognize astrological influences in relationships, and find healing in solitude. Each step brings you closer to a life lived with deeper authenticity and peace. And while this chapter closes, the story of transformation continues. There are still mysteries to uncover, how these changes ripple into your spiritual growth and daily actions, and what further revelations await. So keep your heart open, your mind curious, and your spirit grounded. The universe has more to show you, and your journey is just beginning. As June's energy continues to ripple through your life, Libra, there's a deeper spiritual current guiding you, one that urges you to see beyond the surface and connect with your higher purpose. This month isn't just about practical shifts in relationships, finances, or career. It's also an invitation to awaken a part of yourself that longs for meaning and inner alignment. Think of Sarah, a Libra who had always measured success through external achievements, titles, income, social approval. But beneath it all, she felt a quiet emptiness. As June unfolded, Sarah began exploring meditation and mindfulness practices that helped her slow down and listen to her inner voice. One evening during a meditation, she had a vivid insight: her true fulfillment came from creativity and helping others, not climbing corporate ladders. This realization shifted her priorities. She started volunteering and dedicating time to her passion projects, feeling a newfound sense of peace and purpose. This is the spiritual awakening June offers, a chance to move beyond chasing external validation and tap into what truly nourishes your soul. If you find yourself craving something more, consider carving out daily moments to connect with your inner self. It might be through journaling, prayer, meditation, or simply spending time in nature. These practices help you tune into subtle messages that guide your path toward authentic fulfillment. Another key to unlocking this month's transformation is understanding the power of action rooted in intention. For Libras, the desire to weigh all options can sometimes lead to paralysis or delay. But June's energy encourages you to move forward with clarity and purpose, even if you don't have all the answers yet. Imagine Michael, a Libra who dreamed of starting his own business but was held back by fear and indecision. In June, he decided to take one small step, reaching out to a mentor for advice. This seemingly minor action set off a chain of events that gradually built his confidence and momentum. By focusing on intentional, manageable steps rather than waiting for perfection, Michael found himself making real progress toward his goals. This teaches us an important lesson: waiting for the perfect moment often means missing the moment. Trust that your intentions combined with consistent effort can create meaningful change. If you're feeling stuck, start by breaking your goals into small, actionable pieces and commit to just one task each day. Celebrate each victory, no matter how small. It fuels your motivation and keeps your energy aligned with your dreams. Finally, as you navigate this powerful month, remember that growth is a journey, not a destination. The hidden truths and shifts you're experiencing now may feel overwhelming at times. You might question your choices or feel unsure about the future. That's natural. What matters most is that you keep moving forward with compassion for yourself. Imagine Emma, a Libra who faced setbacks while trying to set new boundaries in her relationships. At times, she felt discouraged, doubting whether the effort was worth it. But by practicing patience and self-love, Emma gradually noticed that each challenge brought her closer to the peace she longed for. She learned to see obstacles as opportunities for deeper self-understanding. For all the Libras watching, this is your gentle reminder to honor your pace and celebrate your courage. Personal growth isn't always linear, but every step you take shapes the beautiful, authentic life you deserve. Before we close, if you've found these insights helpful, please take a moment to like this video. Subscribe to Zen Mind Peaceful Life, and share it with someone who could use a little cosmic clarity this June. Your support helps us bring more mindful astrology content to your screen, guiding you toward peace and empowerment every month. I invite you to share your experiences or questions in the comments below. What truths have you uncovered this June? How are you embracing your growth? Let's create a community where we uplift and learn from each other. Thank you so much for being here, Libra. Remember, this month's hidden truth isn't just a challenge, it's a doorway to your most peaceful, authentic self. Keep shining your light, trusting your journey, and living with intention. Until next time, take care and keep cultivating that Zen mind and peaceful life.